The Strength of Vulnerability, a Stoic's Guide to Intimacy. This is a story about men, intimacy, and the courage it takes to truly connect. It's about how society tells men to be strong, to take, to dominate. But real strength lies in something far deeper, the power of giving. A Stoic understands that true control is not about overpowering others, but mastering oneself. And in intimacy, this mastery is found not in conquest, but in presence, the illusion of strength. From a young age, men are told that strength means control, over emotions, over circumstances, even over others. Society conditions us to equate masculinity with dominance. But what if we've misunderstood power all along? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Intimacy challenges this belief. It is one of the few moments in life where control must be surrendered, where the walls we build must come down. Many men struggle with this because vulnerability feels like weakness. But in reality, it is the highest form of courage. A man who fears losing control in intimacy is a man still ruled by his fears. A Stoic man, on the other hand, finds his strength in self-awareness. He does not approach intimacy as a performance, but as a practice. One where ego is set aside and presence takes its place. The joy of giving. In the pursuit of connection, the ego is the greatest enemy. When a man seeks validation through sex, measuring his worth by his performance, he is enslaved to the opinions of others. He is no longer in control. His self-worth depends on external validation. Seneca warned against this when he said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." Some men seek pleasure for themselves, while others discover pleasure in giving. The latter find power in their ability to bring joy without expectation. It is not about what they receive, but about what they create. A Stoic man embraces intimacy as an art, not one of control, but of understanding. He listens, he observes, he learns. He does not rush, because he knows that presence is the most powerful gift he can offer. Fear and insecurity, the Stoics test. But let's be honest, many men fear intimacy, not because of the act itself, but because of what it exposes. In those moments of closeness, a man can no longer hide behind his achievements, his status, or his strength. He is seen fully, and that is terrifying. Epictetus reminds us, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. A man who seeks to grow must first accept discomfort. He must be willing to drop the mask, to let himself be seen, not as an idealized version, but as he truly is. This is where most men retreat. They fear not being enough. They fear judgment. They fear losing control. But fear is only conquered through action. A Stoic does not ask, "What if I fail?" He asks, "How can I improve?" He views intimacy not as a test of masculinity, but as a practice of connection, one that requires patience, courage, and an open heart, the power of presence. In today's world, distractions are endless. Many men struggle with being fully present. Their minds drift to expectations, worries, comparisons. But intimacy demands total presence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Concentrate every minute on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness. To be present is to listen, to feel, to be fully engaged. It is not about technique or performance. It is about connection. It is about giving, not proving. A man who has mastered presence becomes irresistible, not because of his skills, but because of his depth. He makes his partner feel safe, seen and understood, and that, more than anything, is the essence of true intimacy." Breaking free from judgment. One of the biggest obstacles men face in intimacy is fear of judgment. Whether from society, past experiences, or even their own thoughts, many men hold themselves back because they feel they must meet some unrealistic standard. But a Stoic man does not chase approval. He does not let external pressures dictate his experience. Epictetus said, "How long will you wait before you demand the best for yourself?" To demand the best is not to seek perfection. It is to seek growth. It is to step into intimacy with the same mindset a philosopher approaches wisdom, with curiosity, openness, and discipline. The rebellion of true connection in a world that tells men to dominate, to prove, to perform. Choosing vulnerability is an act of rebellion when a man rejects ego, when he embraces giving, when he prioritizes connection over performance. He is defying centuries of conditioning. He is saying, "I am not here to take. I am here to experience. I am not here to prove. I am here to connect. I do not seek validation. I seek truth." And in that moment, he becomes truly powerful. Final thoughts: the Stoic's path to deep connection. A Stoic man approaches intimacy the way he approaches life, with self-awareness instead of ego, with suhye, with curiosity instead of control, with presence instead of performance, with giving instead of taking. And in doing so, he discovers something most men never will, that real strength is found in surrendering to the moment, that the greatest power lies not in dominance, but in connection, and that in the act of truly seeing and being seen, he is not weakened, he is transformed. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts below. Let's challenge the old narratives and build a new one rooted in wisdom, presence, and fearless connection.